Brookline Look this month looked at the issue of how parents can best help their children identify and develop their talents. We visited with parents and children ranging in ages from 4 to 10 years old attending yoga classes to see how they viewed this issue at the Center of Relaxation and Yoga with Maggie Sky. Parents raising kids in educationally and culturally enriched urban areas like Brookline have many opportunities for exploring their children's interests and talents. But with so many activities offered within the school system and community, it is not always easy for parents to know how to best choose and support the development of their children's talents. Some parents are concerned with overloading or pressuring their children with too many directed activities, while others feel there are certain non-negotiable talents that children must learn for important reasons, such as safety.
I feel like she needs to discover it, so my job is to introduce things and structure one or two opportunities, not too much, but just one or two chances for her to experiment with the arts or music, and then what she's interested in, she'll pursue. I mean, there's certain things for safety, swimming, for example, for the sake of safety, I'd like her to learn, and that's kind of non-negotiable.
I already know.
Yeah, you've learned how. Just thinking about the swimming situation, I think if it's presented in a way where it's not really negotiable, if it's in a fun environment or they have other friends that go with them, it makes it easier for them to get involved and experience the whole thing. So I think it's kind of the way you present it. For us, I was trying to help Hannah have ways of coping with her body and some chronic problems that she's had. So relaxation was very important to that, and I thought this would be a good way for her to have tools to be able to have that accessible to her when she has a problem.
I saw the teacher asking you, to do your breathing. What does the breathing do for you? Does it relax you? It sort of is. Is it hard to do it?
No.
It's
No, it's pretty easy.
Is it?
It's very easy.
Can anyone do it? Do you think you had a friend here? He was 4, right?
Yeah.
And he can do it?
Yeah, he can do it.
So all kids can do yoga.
Probably
right?
babies.
Even babies.
Well, babies can do the hands on their stomach. Okay.
And they what? They do what?
The hands on their stomach. Way back over here.
Whatever she's going to do in life, she's going to need a sense of her own self and to be able to tune in, especially given how pressured society is, and kids are under so much pressure and all the consumerism and all the things that she'll face as she grows up. I just wanted her to have a chance to tune into her own self, both emotionally and physically. And if she has that, then I think that'll put her in a better place, whatever she faces in the future.
And you like doing it with your parents?
Yeah. Today was like special because we got to eat lunch here and got to make gum.
I mean, who knows? Parenting is so hard, but for us, for our family, less is more. The kids will discover themselves just by playing, and fewer structured activities, I think the better, ironic as it is. I mean, we've picked a couple, but that's my feeling about it. They'll discover themselves playing.
Every Friday I have an art class that's not in school, it's with somebody else, and I do that with one of my very good friends, and we've been doing it for a very long time. And our art teacher, she's more than just like an art teacher. We know her very well, and she's really nice, so she's more like a friend who just teaches us art, and it's really fun to do.
On Saturdays, I have a theater course. They're really workshops for a movie that we're going to be doing. So.
Why do you come? Did your parents ask you to come, or did you ask them to come?
No, my parents asked me.
They asked you? And what did they ask you? Would you like to do yoga, Ben? Or?
Yeah, I said yeah.
And you said you'd like to try it? Yeah. How about
Well, Kyle and I are very good friends, and we're in the same class at school, and she just started telling me how she started taking yoga, and it was really fun. And my parents wanted me to also do something, like some sort of exercising or something, and I told them about the yoga, and my parents just looked into it, and they thought it was kind of cool.
And how about you?
Well, I already had a relaxation thing here, and then Maggie suggested some yoga.
She suggested it?
Oh, my parents wanted me to do some exercise sometime during the week, and they told me that they asked me if I'd like to do yoga. And at first, I didn't want to do it or anything, but they signed me up, and I went to a class, and I liked it a lot.
Children are beginning to just tune inward. It might sound a little new agey,
Right.
but they're beginning to just settle down and notice what they feel like, or what standing in a certain posture feels like, or what breathing feels like in their body. And that, in combination with all the chaos that goes in the world and what that feels like, is I think helping them to know what they like, or know what they want to be doing. So as far as talents are concerned, then they get to know themselves a little better and feel like they have more of an idea of what they want to be doing.
How do your parents help you develop these interests? Are they involved in helping you?
I don't really think my parents were ever involved with helping me, because when I was younger, I've always liked acting, so I would sign up for acting courses after school, and we would do little plays, and it was always really fun. And they never had. Whenever I looked at this after school sheet, I would want to sign up for the acting courses. They never had to tell me. They never had to help me become interested.
You just did it on your own?
Yep.
How about you, Ben? Are your parents involved in you making choices about?
Not very much. I decided I wanted to take archery. I decided I wanted to take yoga.
All on your own?
Well, no, they told me about it. Then I decided I wanted to take baseball. And
But your parents help you get from place to place, so that's
Yeah.
very helpful, right, about it?
Well, I was worried the class would be really big, because I don't like when things are really big, because you don't get to know people too well individually. And I didn't know what it was going to be like or anything, because it was completely new to me, so I didn't really feel like I wanted to do it. And then I came, and the class was really small, and everyone was nice, and it was much different than I thought it would be, so I liked it a lot. Like in soccer, for example, it's very loud, and you're running around, and you get tired, but in this, we're just sort of talking with each other, doing poses, and it's very nice and calming, and it's not like you're shouting and stuff, so I like it a lot.
And also, it's kind of like we made a friendship, so it's more comfortable. Everybody's funny, so we laugh a lot.
That sounds very nice. Now, in this little class, you have 3 girls, and then there's 1 boy.
4 girls.
So I want to hear from Ben. How do you like it compared to other activities?
Well, it's not that bad. I mean, it's just me as the only boy. I don't know why. It's just not that bad.
It's not
But compared to baseball, I don't think it's as good.
It's not. It's so different, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's very different.
So I usually suggest a 5-minute thing to do a day. So I request that they pick together, the parent and the child, pick a time where they want to take, say, 5 minutes. And they might say that before bed is often what they'll say, or after lunch. But at times so it becomes a routine.
Right.
And then I ask them what they want to do. So once the child learns a few ways to relax or do yoga, if that's what they're learning, they get to pick what they want to do during that 5 minutes.
Right.
Again, kind of empowering them to choose. And then I ask the kid how they want that to happen. Do they want the parent involved? And once they figure out how they want it to happen, that's the goal for that week, to set up a 5-minute thing each day. And I work with people privately as well, so sometimes I do get people who have some issues that they want to work with in a private way, and they come privately, private sessions, and we have specific homework or whatever that they can take home and do work on.
How do you encourage the parents, once the children leave the classroom, to continue to develop this yoga talent?
Well, in my younger classes, I talk with the parents, and I talk with the kids and parents about how they can bring it into their lives, and usually suggest maybe a 3 to 5 minute thing that they can do daily that's fun. One of the games, or one of the breathing games, something that's fun for them. And with the older kids, unless the parents call me,
So young is like 7, older is like...
yeah, the 7 and younger group is the parent-child class.
Right.
Sometimes I'll have a parent-kid class which has 8 to 12 or 13-year-olds and their parents. And then again, the parents and the kids learn about what they can bring home, and they try things out at home and on their own time. But with the kids-only class, I usually have very little contact with the parents. They drop them off and pick them up, and they don't often ask me how can they help their kids with this, but the kids take it on themselves. They keep these journals, and we talk about what their plan is for this week, what they're going to try to do, or what they want to do. They have lots of great ideas, like they might try to use some sort of imagery technique in school because they feel tests are stressing them out.
Now tell me, do you wish that your parents were doing this with you, or do you like doing it alone?
I like doing it alone.
You like doing it alone?
Doesn't matter.
I mean, I wouldn't really care if they did it,
Right.
but
I wouldn't either.
I don't really care. It's just something that I kind of do.
Yeah, either way would be fine.
Either way would be fine.
Today we experienced how both parents and kids view the best way to develop their children's talents. Parents agreed they can best help their children by first really getting to know their interests through listening and spending time together. Then they can direct their self-exploration for trying new things and taking challenges. The kids expressed that this kind of parental support leads to both physical and emotional self-awareness and confidence.
Brookline Look invites you to be our monthly sponsor. If interested, please call us at 617-731-8566.